Happy St. Patrick's Day to you too, Ashley. I have managed somehow to wear green all day. I have my very green smoothie here off to the right to celebrate. Left, stage right. I don't know. Okay. Hope you guys are all having a great day. Hello, Zippity Doodah. You were very prompt. Thank you. It's good to see you. Glad you made it. Glad you made it. Glad I made it. It has been... Yesterday was terrible. Terrible day for a Monday. Oh my gosh. But we survived, and here we are. I feel like I'm just catching up. Let me see if I can get chat open up here so I can keep track of what's going on. Hey, Pam. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Big thumbs. I appreciate them. You guys. I was complaining about yesterday being like terrible, but yesterday I got 500 subs. Woohoo! So it wasn't all bad. You guys are always in the basement or the ceiling or the balcony. I know. I am so excited. Okay. Why do we have all this stuff up? Wrong stuff. Oh my gosh, it's so far away. One would think that I would just have this open, but no. Hello, Level Locked. Woohoo, Delise, yes. Party time. It is very exciting. I was just saying, in case you missed it, I got 500 subs, so we are on our way. It does not want to load my chat. Okay, well, rude. Why are you struggling so hard? You're almost there. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ceiling fans, basement subfloors, we're all here. I think it's coming up.
It is.
It took a long time. IT guy heard that I was in distress, so he's come up here to rescue me. Woohoo! The first thing that I'm going to do is do my sketch for my 100-day challenge, because I now have 3 zines completely full of sketches, which is cool. And I'm going to leave a skip a day because I did not do mine. I didn't feel well yesterday. I was sick and I didn't do a sketch. So I will have to decide if I'm going to leave it blank or if I'm going to come back and do another one. I'll probably just do an extra one. But good time to get back into this. How about this guy? I don't know if that's really even a thumbnail. That looks like it's just a capture from the screen. He's like, when a giftee throws away your homemade gift. Oh, how dare they? Oh my gosh. I'm going to run out of faces. I'm going to have to go out into the wide world of Facebook and get people because I don't want to do politics chat tonight. I want to do somebody nice, not a politics person. I think this person is perfect. Watch this. Oh, wait, did that work? It did. Okay, we got it. We got it. We got it. We can do this. I don't know who this is. Scrapbooks and memories. I think that I just subbed to them. Cool. Hey, Debbie. Come on in. Welcome to the party. Who else is here? I don't know. I saw the thing flashed. Okay. And then I just reloaded the screen. Well, we might have problems with YouTube staying connected. I am feeling much better today. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. We had to reload. Oh, Di was sick too. Good. I'm glad you're feeling better, Di. We are back. Yes, hopefully. Okay. Perfect. Ooh. Hello, Anne-Marit. I think it was just me. Okay. What day are we on? 24. My, how time flies. So these are 8-page zines, and I'm doing a drawing of a YouTube creator from their video thumbnail every day for 100 days. Today is day 24, and I missed yesterday because I didn't feel well and I didn't do it. So we'll leave a blank page. These are getting better. I'm super excited. I usually just post these on my community post, and I started a Substack, which I haven't posted on for a while. 24. What are you guys doing for St. Patrick's Day? Anything? Happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody who's come in. I know. It's very exciting. On day 20, so on every 5th of the way done, I'm going to post a video, which is kind of an update about what I'm learning and all of that good fun stuff. And so I did Hazel Inaka which she posted a kind of hilarious post yesterday, as far as that goes, on her as a response to that, about how I don't know if she liked it or not. I think she did, but then she wanted me to make some changes. So I had to tell her that after I'm all done, when I'm like a professional artist at this, I will have to redo her picture from any picture she wants, is what I told her. Okay. Since she let me, well, anyway, yes. She didn't let me. I mean, she posted her picture up there in public for me to use as I saw fit. I'm kind of at this place where sometimes this is kind of easy and sometimes it's kind of not. But it's always fun to sketch with you guys watching because, you know, when you guys aren't here every other day of the week, I'm kind of just sketching these and it's fine. It's a very different thing to want to do it, like, even when the video's on. Like, when I made the video, it was very interesting. And like I was saying, sometimes it's fairly easy, and sometimes it's kind of like, what the heck is going on? The easiest ones are when I'm like, you know, watching Di do her live and I'm sketching away while I'm talking to her, and then I'm only half paying attention. I feel like her eyes are way too big. I might have to scale this back. Let's see what happens. Because I always say that I hate multitasking, but I never do anything else. Okay, do I ever do one thing at a time? No, I do not. Ooh, teeth. Oh no. Who wants to draw teeth? No pressure. I know. I know. No pressure. We're all friends here. Yesterday, like, I drew Hazel Sunday. I don't remember what day it was. Maybe it was Saturday. And she found her picture and left a comment. She's coming out here in May. And I'm going to get to meet with her and go and have coffee or dinner or who knows what's going to happen in May. But which is kind of cool. But she's like, I don't know if I'm going to hug you, but she might punch me for this. I don't know. She was saying she wanted, like, a facelift and stuff. It's all good for me. That's what I'm saying. It's all good practice. Scrapbooks and memories. Do you guys watch her? She is in my feed. I do think that I think I might have just subscribed to her. That's not helpful. Thank you. Come back. I've lost it. Well, keep going. Hi, Vicky. Messages of comments on your phone on your live. Oh. Well, Delise, I can see where you're typing now. Sometimes if I close chat and then open it again, because sometimes I don't see anything in the chat. That's weird. I don't know. But yes, I can see it. Meanwhile, what the heck? Okay. We went to a different page. Let's see. Go bigger again. Come on, phone. Cooperate. Otherwise, I can't see. Hi, Tina. Anne Marit is the technical guru here. who knows how things work. I just kind of press buttons until something happens and hope and get it to work. That's what I do. That's not exactly what I do. And then IT guy comes and helps me. She has a book. Don't know what it says. I actually really like this font. It's kind of pretty. Okay. So we should ask Delise if she has gotten her. Well, that's crazy. Okay. Since you're having all these problems, I should ask you how everything's going for the Broke Bank Craft Along. There's a Facebook site for that, which is happening May 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. And I know that Pam and Debbie Epps are teaching classes for it. And so am I. So you should go and sign up. I am going to show how to make a folio. I don't think I'm going to put in all of the shading on her hair tonight because, I mean, what are we going to do? Just color it all in with a pencil, which is not that much. Not that. I just don't care that much. How's that? I have other things I want to do tonight. Besides color in her hair, because she has a lot of hair. She has really nice hair. She has a little beauty mark right there. It's fun because you get to find out all these things that I would never really realize about people's faces. I think, what can we do here? We need more shading under the nose. Her nose is really kind of comes down a little bit lower than that. Not like that. Interesting. What I have noticed is that once you get the shading put in, you don't really have to do anything else, which is what Di said 2 weeks ago. Fantastic. There is still time, but if you have not already signed up for the Facebook group, I would go over and do that now. Because apparently next week there will be a lot more going forward. I am going to start prepping my class too for that, so that I can put out a supply list and things if people want to get stuff together to craft along in the meantime. So I am excited to be doing that. I think maybe if we fix the nose, I'll feel like it looks a little bit more like her. Maybe not. Just felt like the nose was too narrow right there. Okay. I think that is where I'm going to leave this. It's not bad. There's things I like about it. There are also things I don't like about it, but that is usually the truth. I'm going to guess that I started this at 7:05. And it is 7:31. There you go. Not terrible. Twenty-four minutes. Definitely not the best one I've done. Okay. That's okay. You know, I probably have one somewhere. I will write that. Find kneadable eraser. Thank you, Delise. Well, okay. So, I mean, like, these two I like a lot more. I don't know why. This one I think is really good because it looks like Josh Johnson. But, like, that definitely does not look like Hunter from, Creepcast. His face is, like, different. It does not look like him. I just think sometimes it's better. They're definitely getting better. And the fact is like, practicing faces are definitely fun. Exactly. But the fact is that, like, I mean, I like these two a lot more. But, like, I mean, I spent a lot more time on this one because I didn't put which time I finished. But I probably spent, like, I think I spent about 15 minutes on, like, this one, kind of playing around and getting the shading right. And so the fact that, like, this one I did in, like, 25 minutes, I mean, well, Hunter probably would look like that he looks like Chucky, but he's kind of weird. So, and I did post that, and I did, when I posted it, I did, tag him. So it will pop up in his feed. And yes, I bet that it is hilarious listening to homework help conversation there. Well, I didn't tag him in that. I just tagged Creepcast because that was the thumbnail was from Creepcast. So sometimes my son calls me and I don't help him with his calculus homework, but he'll call me and tell me all about it and how much he likes that. Okay. For show and tell, what do I have today? So I have not posted this, but this is my Easter journal that I've been working on. Ooh. So I haven't posted the video. I need to finish editing it and post it, but I don't know. I'll probably get that done tomorrow. We'll see. I want to have it out by tomorrow. So it's a small little accordion journal. And so, oops, that's the back. Look at this. These are the pages, and these are all pockets. So I'm going to make tags or something to put in all of these pockets. I'm going to make a little booklet and finish it up. This is Debbie Epps's paper. So there's a pocket there, and there's a pocket here. So I can put all these like little things in there. And then the eggs, I'm going to make like eggs that'll go all the way across here. So my dad's family is all from Romania, and these are all kind of based on like the eggs, either the Ukrainian Pisanki eggs or like Romania, and like some of these are like more Romanian motifs. It's kind of a mix of like what I can find off the internet. So I'll write about all of that. And so I'll attach these, and I'm going to have like, I think about 8 or 9 eggs. And so every egg is going to represent one generation going back. So it's going to be kind of like this representation of like, you know, your ancestors going back, and how family traditions and traditions like, you know, painting eggs become this like thing you hand down from family to family. So cool. Anyway, so I'll go all the way across here. So when you open it up, it'll just be like one big long line of eggs. And then, so these will also be, I'll attach them as pockets. So there can be little labels in here, or there can be more little eggs tucked in. And then on the back, I'm going to put some pockets so I can put a few more like tags and things in there. Hopefully I will have this all done, because I just need to do all the, you know, packing and stuff. I guess finishing it for Easter would be kind of a cool thing. But I really love how the colors are coming out, and how awesome they look. Anyway. Die. That is hilarious. Yes. Well, I mean, I'm gonna like say that all of these are very beautiful eggs, at least on the outside. What they're doing on the inside, whether they're cracked or scrambled or fried, die, I'm not going to comment on. I feel like, as far as me, I could be all of those things on any given day. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to go onion dye some eggs too. And maybe I'll make a video about that. That'll be kind of cool. It's freaking awesome. So I like how that's coming out. It's just, my goodness. And then I have to decorate the covers too. So I'm thinking I kind of want to use some like handmade papers and mulberry papers and things like that. Yeah. They are. They're very cool. Anyway, yeah, I'm super happy with how this is coming along. Very pretty. I have a lot more eggs to make. I have one more egg. It's lost in my pile of stuff. And then I made another journal because yesterday I posted my video for Masterboard Madness. If you haven't seen it, I made a journal for my masterboards for my Happy Mail, because this is my Happy Mail journal. So these are all things that I've gotten in Happy Mail, and I made them into a masterboard and used it to cover my journal. And I did this cool, I like this. This is the second journal I've made with this like squishy paper. This is like scrapbooking paper that I used for the spine, and I reinforced it with like, I have a pour over coffee machine, and I like to use the filters. So these are just paper filters that I've like folded in half. So it's like a double thickness, but they're like really strong. They're not like these are really strong, and they're kind of like fabric. So I just double them or triple them up, and I've used them to do this, and I think it's gonna hold and be sturdy and so cool. And then like So I glued it onto here, and this like paper is kind of quilting up. It's kind of cool, and I like it. And so you can squish this book, and then I'm hoping that I can pack in all my birthday cards and all of my cool things that people have sent me. So I already started, and I did this one with some of my birthday cards and some of the famous pairs. And like this is even like Jenny sent me to this at Christmas time. So that's awesome. I love that. Oh my gosh, Debbie. I think, did you mention that book before? I will have to look this up and get the egg book. You can put it on this. This was my prototype for the egg journal because I wanted to see what it was going to look like. So I made a prototype. I will have to get a copy of it because that's awesome. Because the thing I think that would be really helpful would be to I have like I'm putting in my commonplace notebook just notes like where I've been researching and figuring these things out. Hello, Cheryl. Good to see you. Glad you could make it. Come on in. Okay. So we have done our 100-day challenge. I have shown you the things. We're going to look for a copy of Rachenka's Eggs. That could be awesome. I always like to find books on I always look on thrift books and buy like used books on thriftbooks.com. That's where I usually try and find books before I go on Amazon. But so I'll probably look there. And then yes. So the next thing is I was going to work on back to the altered book because where did I put my altered book? I just had it. Why? Yeah. Awesome. Hello, Tammy. Glad you made it. Life is crazy sometimes. I'm never on time. Half the time I show up to lives and they're like saying goodbye. And I'm like, wait, what? I just got here. How is it that the thing that I want is never here? Huh. You would think that I would put it all in one place, right? You would think. But apparently, you might be wrong. But no, really, I mean, okay. I mean, truly, if I cannot find it, which would make no sense because I just had it in my hand, then I guess you could put things in the Happy Mail journal. Right? Right? Or I have these other ones that I've started. I have three whole books, Reader's Digest books that I've started. Oh, wait. Haha. Okay. After checking every conceivable surface, I found it. Lying right out. Okay. Oh! That would be fabulous. Thank you. Bye, Vicky. Thanks for coming by. Thank you. Yes, I made 500 yesterday. So, yes. I was going to do a giveaway. I am not prepared to do it today, but so next week on my live, I was going to do a giveaway for 500. And Debbie says that I can offer a oh yeah, we had a bad night last night. I was sick. I didn't feel well last night. I made 500. IT guy lost a tooth. Yes. So, anyway, yesterday was crazy. I'm glad that Monday is over. It was not a good Monday, except for when it was. It's kind of a mixed bag, I guess. So, I'm going to put together some stuff, and I will have a giveaway next week for 500, including a book from Debbie, who she gives away gorgeous books. I have a whole bunch of printables for from her. I mean, I can never pick, right? Okay. Yes. So, when you can, participate in like all of these things, because it was really like participating in Masterboard Madness, because that's like a whole different crowd that that Hazel kind of put together. And when I posted my like Masterboard Madness, I got a whole bunch of subs from that, because it's just a lot of traction and people coming in to see what you made. Absolutely. Debbie has the greatest collage books, which I think she sells them on Amazon too. Yes. On her Ko-fi shop, she has a number of collage books that are absolutely gorgeous. And actually, we can, I have printed this one, which is not her newest one, but one of her newer ones. And we can use some of these to work in our Reader's Digest book, which I just found. Okay, absolutely. Next time I see a thing, I will let you know, Delise. The only other things are I am doing the BBCA, which we've already talked about. And then there's the Junk Journal Summit that's coming up in June. And okay. So I think that Curiously Michelle is doing a thing. Do you know Curiously Michelle? She's doing a thing in April that's what is it? It's picking one piece of ephemera and making one every day in April. I think that's what it is. An altered thing. So what I have a ton of, and I need to take a picture of this and post it, is like I have all of these. These things are kind of just stuck in there. But I have this whole basket of these are all just clothing tags that I've been saving for forever. So I think that I will use up some of these and alter these tags into something every day. Woohoo! And sometimes they're cool. They have like that. That's cool already. And they have nice things like eyelets on them. And I don't know, I thought that was part of it. Or they come with like pretty ribbons or cool things. So anyway, that's fun. That's all I know about right now. Have you been? I can always put you up to be interviewed by Hazel. You've already been interviewed by Pam. Yeah, exactly. Well, I need to concentrate on using some of these things up. Okay. So, having said all of that, we'll have a giveaway next week. So come back next week and we'll figure something out. It'll be fantastic. And then yes. Have you not been interviewed by Hazel? Pam? Well, let's have a sign up. Because I know she's always looking for people. I mean, you should have her on yours too. Hazel Anaka Design. Hello, 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 Yolande. Welcome. Glad you could come. All right. Also, Hazel is coming out to Memphis, not to see me, but she's coming to Memphis in May, so I'm going to get to meet her in May. So that's kind of cool. I'm excited about that. Thank you, Tammy. No, I've been really excited to watch your videos too for the 100-day challenge. But yes, I appreciate that because the drawings are I wanted to I don't know. I really like drawing every day because it gets me to like I don't know. I have to slow down and think about things. And it kind of helps me to I don't know. Almost like think differently, or it helps me to think more creatively. Okay. I want some of these that are not printed on both sides. Let's save that. Okay. Let's find something more like a back paper. Yes, that is correct. Devin is Yolande. I have no idea what's in here. Well, this is interesting. We could just make this the cat journal. Because we wanted to make a cat journal and we've been like printing things out. What do we want to make this? Do we want to make a cat journal right now? We could do it right now. Look at all these cat papers we've been saving up. It does say it's meow or never. You've cat to be kidding me. I feel like it couldn't hurt us. To put some cat paper in here. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to put some cats in here because... Thank you very much, Pam. Okay. It's always nice to watch the video before you upload it. Unless you're like me, because my videos are like an hour and 15 minutes long. And I don't have time to both edit and watch a video. I try to watch as much of it as I can. And watch the transitions and pay attention. These are all things that I'm learning. It will keep you on your toes being on YouTube. Okay. We're going to put some cat paper in here, and we are going to make this an eclectic journal is what we're going to do. How wide do we want this? So the idea behind this is, right, I am making an altered book using a Reader's Digest condensed book because I had this, and I have this whole playlist of things that are things that I found on YouTube that I put in this playlist that's like, oh, these would be fun things to try. And I don't ever try them because I just haven't made time to do it. So that's what I'm doing on Tuesdays, live right before your eyes. I'm going to try something from a YouTube video. And so last week I started this and I tore pages out of this book according to the directions given by Hickory Art Co. And yes, so if you were here, you saw that. And now I am moving on into her second video, which is where she starts gluing the pages together and adding things. And now, that's the idea, is that, hey, there's all these great YouTube videos and there are so many great ideas and I don't have time to like do these things. But also, this is also for your amusement, perhaps. This is going to become, hey, let's show up and see if Christina can actually do this. Because while the idea is I will watch the video and then kind of recreate it either in my own way or in this case, I really meant to kind of follow along and do more or less what she was doing, right? Because sometimes I learn well that way. If I like watch something and then I actually try it and then I go off and try my own way. However, while I may have intended to follow along and kind of do as she did, which is what I meant to do, right? I think I did kind of more or less watch this video probably close to being something like, I don't know. Sometimes I have kind of a short attention span, so I don't always pay the closest attention. So now is what you're going to see is me making this up that's something like what she did. Okay? So it's what I do know. What I do know is one of the things that she suggests is, let's move this back over here, is what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to do is I'm going to cut a piece of this background paper. Well, hello, authentic queen bee. I haven't seen you for a little while. Welcome. Glad you made it. I hope everything is going well for you. You know, that's kind of the thing. So yes, I am. I'm going to try and follow these videos. What I would normally do is have the video on, honestly, while I was doing this. And then if I needed to go back, I'd be like, hey, go back. What is that? So it's what she likes to do is she waits until she is okay. So having said all that, and that's what we're doing, right? So what we're doing here is I have taken out all of the pages, so we have lots of room to make tags and other things for the book. And so I'm going to spend a little bit of time tonight taking this and putting some things in the book and making pockets and starting to glue pages together and stuff like that. That's what we're doing. We're going to try and get as many of these pages glued together and make some pockets and things like that. Yes. Having said that, and I have now admitted that, you know, I've only half watched the video. That is true. But this is more or less what she does in the second video. Also, I will say there is a big difference between doing this live and doing it on an edited video. Maybe. And so next week I'll also work on this and then I'll pick another video. Probably for the next couple after I do this, 3-part series on an altered book, I might pick other kinds of things and do things that are maybe more like just, an hour. And my intention right now, my intention is to actually do the thing if it's a shorter thing. Do the thing, have the stuff ready, and then so I can show you, hey, I saw this on this thing and I did this and then this. That's good for smaller things. I guess it's not as good for like an altered book because I don't think it'll work for an altered book. And I have actually never altered a book before. I have only started and ripped the pages out, and then I stick them in a pile of books that are, partially altered but not decorated. Which makes me think that in the next coming weeks, but we can also we should do some, make some ephemera to go in the books. We should make some ephemera to go in all these books. That would be awesome. And then, as I was saying, we'll probably also do some like mixed media stuff. And maybe make, I don't know, master boards. Master boards and jelly prints. And I don't know. Oh, there's this one channel I watch. I mean, there's so many different things. You can do all kinds of stuff. What do you guys want to see? What do you want to see me try? So we're going to make this page into a pocket with a cat background. Surprise, I bet you couldn't have figured that out. Cat pocket. So if we ink that now, that's awesome. Thank you, Cat. Did I say hello to you, Cat? Cat's Gallery has subbed to Authentic Queen Bee from Central California. So when I lived in Seattle, like half of my friends were Irish and from Ireland. So St. Paddy's Day was always a big deal. And I mean, and also my one friend, I had this friend named Bridget, and she's this tiny little lady. And she was always up to all kinds of stuff. So one year she was like, so she's Irish. She was born in Ireland. And so one year she was like, hey, she's always asking me if I wanted to do these crazy things. Like, so she was part of the Irish expats seniors group, right? And so, and they were very active group. And so one year she calls me up and she's like, hey, do you want to be in the St. Patrick's Day parade? Because we're going to be with this group. They were riding in they have the like ducks. So they're like these big trucks that are, I want to say they're ATVs. I'm not really sure, but they're like, they go out on the water and they go and do tours across Lake Union, but then they come up out of the water and drive around town and tourists go in them. But they were going to ride the duck in the St. Paddy's Day parade. And so I got to be in the St. Patrick's Day parade. And I got a nice seat because I think it was like raining that day. So I was like up in the duck in the St. Patrick's Day parade in Seattle, which is actually a pretty big deal. So that was fun. And then this other time when she called me up, she was like, hey, did I want to go and have tea with the president of Ireland? Because he was visiting Seattle and this seniors group was having tea with the president of Ireland. So I got to have, tea with the president of Ireland and his wife, which was actually quite lovely. It was really fun. I think is what I'm going to do here is I think I'm just going to glue these 2 pages together. And we have a space here where we can glue in another page between these 2 pages. And so I'm going to glue these 2 middle pages. I have 4 pages here to work with. So what I might do is do a pocket here on this side. And then do the same kind of a pocket over on the other side. And glue the other pages together. Let's see. It didn't seem like it went together really super straight. You met the president in a video game once. That's cool. But did you get to eat cucumber sandwiches is the question. Level Locked, is October your favorite month? I think it's a great holiday. Oh, okay. I see the question. I think you're teasing. I don't think it is for octopus. You didn't tell me that. I will say you should never expect a straight answer from Level Locked because he's always full of it. Let's see. Hello, Doodah Daddy. Hello. This is Newt. I used to say she never came to visit, but she seems to come up here every Tuesday, so maybe that's her schedule. Is that your schedule? You're just a Tuesday night kind of a girl? Did we figure it out? See this face? Look at this face. This is the face that I fell in love with. She is the reason we have Grim and Newt. Because I went into the pet shop. What was it? PetSmart? And I was like, well, I will go look at the cats. And I was not expecting to get a cat. And she was laying there all in a ball, sleeping. And then Grim, and they were like little kittens. They weren't that little. They were about 4 months old, actually. And she was all rolled in a ball. And Grim got up and went and laid his head on her back. And she picked up her head and she turned around and looked at me. And I fell in love with her face. And I said, oh, these are my cats. And so they came home to live with me. Oh my gosh. You should get together and do a live with Curiously Michelle. The Cthulhu and the jellyfish. I have to work on my book. You're gonna have to go. Yes. All right, Miss Newt. Thank you. Okay. Newt came by to say she approves of the cat background. All right. Let's worry about gluing things together. So this page here has something, so we can put in, something here, and we'll just glue it in here and there, and then that'll be something. We can figure that out when the time comes. So now, as I was saying, back to it, we're going to glue these. We have 4 pages here to work with. So I'm going to glue these 4 pages together is what we're going to do. So we're going to put some glue. And then I think we're going to add a pocket on either side out of the other 2 pages. And next week we'll worry really more about decorating. But sometimes, like on that cat page, it was easier to put the decorated background page in while we were before we're gluing the pocket down, if that makes sense. Awesome. Okay. And this will fold down. And we can glue this in as a pocket. Right there. Oh. I'm just going to glue that down there. So that there's things, they don't get caught underneath there. And we did not ink that, but it's a good idea to ink things as you're going along. Now is the time, is all I'm saying. To ink that edge. Okay. All right. Okay.
Sister night.
Must be 8:30. Okay. We're already doing that. Okay. So next week is what we'll wind up doing is we'll wind up watching. We'll do more decorating. So I will probably finish this gluing these all down, hopefully. Or I won't, but is what we'll do next time. I think the final video kind of focuses more on adding decorations and things. So I will, as I was saying, of course, kind of work on getting whatever I don't get done tonight done. As far as gluing these pages together and getting these things together. And then we can kind of decorate. So that's when we'll add like things like this page and work back in some of the like pictures that maybe we've taken out and things like that and find things to put in here. Okay. But in the meantime, we will continue on and do this. What happened? This one also has 4 pages. Cool. Hi, Debbie. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. Happy St. Patrick's Day. For anybody who's come in and hasn't heard, if you're hanging out in the background, I got 500 this week, 500 subs yesterday. I'm super excited because I took forever. I was kind of hovering around, like getting closer and closer and ever so slowly creeping up. So I'm going to have a drawing next week, and Debbie Epps said that she would donate one of her fabulous collage books for the giveaway. So come back next week for the giveaway, and I'm going to add some other things to the giveaway. I have a journal I might give away. Yes, that I made. That's kind of a cool one. It's a retro 70s owl, like it's got an upholstery fabric cover. It's cool. And I think that's what I'm going to give away, and maybe some like ephemera and stuff. I'll have to see what I can find. So that's exciting. Okay. For this one, I think is what I'm going to do. And what I'm doing right now is I'm working on this altered book. So I'm looking at a YouTube video and I am trying to recreate whatever they did and following along with it. And so this is Hickory Art Company. The link should be in the description. This kind of following along with the second video, kind of, sort of, as I have mentioned, depends on how closely I watch the video. So you can decide. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I know, I'm so excited. It's pretty wonderful. And thank you to everybody who's been so supportive of me too. Because there's so many people here who have been kind of following along and, helping me out and watching and getting me watch hours, which is fantastic. And I appreciate all of that. And just, I enjoy your company and having you come along. So I had 4 pages where I tore out like 10 pages out of the middle. And I kept 2 pages on either side of that to glue together. So I'm going to glue together 2 of the pages and these 2 pages. And then I'm going to make one big pocket. It'll be like a side tuck pocket. So you can put a tab here or something. I think that will be really cool. And then in April, I might be doing a whole bunch of things with tags. We will see, because I was going to do, Curiously Michelle is doing a challenge to make ephemera, build your stash of ephemera using one item that you have. So you might choose like book pages and alter book pages every single day. And what I have is a whole bunch of clothing tags. I have a ton of clothing tags, and I'm going to work on that and do altered clothing tags every day in April and see how that goes. Because I have a huge collection of ones that I have over there in a basket, taking up a lot of space. I thought that might be the way to go. What I think is we'll glue this. together. It is. Hello, Denise. I am using a Reader's Digest consolidated. Is that what it's called? I always want to put consolidated, condensed. Reader's Digest condensed books, yes. I got 6 of these at oh my gosh, Denise. Like, I was completely AWOL last night too. No, I made a friend's journal and I posted it. So what happened is I was on Hazel asked me to post. Okay. Yes. So many things. Yes. No, I was sick last night, but I posted my video that I had made making my friend's journal, which is cool. I will show you. For Masterboard Madness for Hazel Anaka, because she has put together this whole group of people to do Masterboard Madness for 2026, and she has 1 or 2 people posting videos every day in March for Masterboard Madness, and she coordinated all of this, and that's where I got my last couple of people to put me over. So for my Masterboard Madness video, I did, well, it was a pre-recorded video that I posted yesterday, and I made this masterboard, and then I used it to make a journal for my Happy Mail. So this is all, this masterboard I made out of like just papers that people had sent me in Happy Mail. And it's awesome. Hello, glitter. So much glitter is here. Hello. I have forgotten your name. I know it. I know I do, but I'm not going to be able to pull it out of my brain right now. Welcome. Thank you. So yes, I got 500 subs yesterday. Super excited. I am sorry to hear about your brother, Denise. Keep us posted on how that's going, or if you need anything, if there's anything we can do for you. Yes. That makes for a long day, too. Carrie. Of course. Okay. Okay. Lucky day. Let's see. The glue is still wet enough. Test this page out and see if it's going to do its page thing, you know? So we still want these to, at least at this thing, seem like they might go back and forth and bend. Maybe. All right, Denise, thanks for stopping in. Di's here. Lots of people are here. Yes. Also, I guess I will announce this later too, but for everybody who's coming in, as I was saying, we're going to have a drawing next week. We'll have a giveaway next week, and I'll have Debbie Epps is going to donate one of her collage packs, and I'm going to throw in a journal and some ephemera, and I'll do a giveaway to celebrate 500. So make sure you come back next week, and I'll probably do it at 9 o'clock is what I'm thinking. So I start at 7 and go until 10. So 2 hours in, we'll have a drawing. So be here for that. Just come by. You don't have to be here for the whole live is all, but you'll know when it's at. So for this guy, I think is what we'll do. Fold this one in like this. And then for this one, we'll fold in a little bit, not as far. A little bit, not as far. So that'll give us 2 pockets, one here and one here. And then I think it's what we'll do is we have 4 pages again. So what we're going to try and do is we're going to fold this one so it's like the same. It's not quite the same. Okay. That is close. And then we'll fold this one. So what we'll do is we'll make kind of a triple pocket. And this one we'll just fold in as far right into the center of the book, like that. Okay. And now we'll ink all of these. So that we can see where the pockets are. Di is in the background editing, which is what I am usually doing. Feels like that's what I'm always doing when I'm on live. In the background editing videos. She's probably editing kits for her coffee shop because I know she has some kits she's working on. I'm going to ink both of these. I wonder... Okay. I am going to glue these down. Mostly I'm kind of worried about things getting stuck on that. Really. for moving things in and out, and they have edges when they could get stuck under there. Okay. And then we'll glue that together as a pocket. And then we'll glue these other ones in as pockets. And I think that'll be kind of a fun pocket because you can put a big card in there and kind of make your own page. So now you have 3 pockets, one there, one in the middle, there, and then one here. Awesome. We got glue all over this. And this page is going to definitely stick to every other page. Okay. Cool. Here we just have these 2 pages. What we might do is just glue these 2 together. We can put either writing paper here or pictures. We got excited and got glue everywhere. This is kind of cool. I'm getting excited to do some decorating in this now. I think that will be a lot of fun. Because that's always the best part. Now that I have made, anyway, yes. I feel like I have, so I've been working on my egg journal for Junk Journal Madness, and I had to do all the journal construction. And then over the weekend, I did the friendship journal for Masterboard because I had to get that video done. And now I am back in the mood to make ephemera. Now I'm ready to start Mass Make March, right? Now that March is more than half over. I'm all over getting to making some ephemera. And I actually was looking at Pam's Discord the other day, and Jenny's been doing Mass Make March, and she made these cool accordion pocket matchbooks, and I kind of have half made one. I've actually half made 2. I made the accordion pocket insides because yesterday morning, Yesterday morning, I was laying in bed and I was looking at this because I woke up and I was like, oh, I saw her picture. I think this was a thing. I think Seven Plaza did it. It might actually be in my list of things to try. That would be cool if it was. I'm pretty sure it is. Anyway, and so I jumped out of bed early so that I could get up and use the book page to fold it because I was just looking at it and I was like, oh, look, you can fold it and it's just one piece of book page to make like this 4 like accordion fold. It's got 4 pockets. And then I was thinking it would be fun to put in it. I wonder where I put those. We should make another one. Okay. Good night. Good night, Yolande. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Okay. Yes, so these matchbooks, and I haven't quite finished it because I haven't. They're small. Okay, I'm gonna go and find it. If this is it. Okay, we'll diverge. Okay. We'll make another one because I don't know where my other ones went. I had the failed one. Oh, wait, there they are. Haha. Oh, if I show them, then I probably should show you how to make them. Okay, so you put a cover on them, right? But, like, look at that. You can, like, put little tiny things in here. And so I was thinking it'd be fun to put, like, long, tall things, like die cuts or something that were in there and just decorate them. Or take pieces of, like, I guess cardstock that were just kind of tall and thin, right? And, like, glue things so they're kind of like little, I don't know, fun little things that aren't really anything, but you can just stick them in there. That doesn't make any sense. But, like, yeah, if you take like just a strip of cardstock and then glue like die cut butterflies or something on it, or like have die cut borders you could put in there, like small skinny things that aren't necessarily even tags or anything, but just fun little bits and bobs and things. And then it would be like inside a matchbook cover. I thought that those were so cute. Anyway, but you can make this out of a book page. It's kind of better if you use like a skinny book page. Oh, you did? I was making it a point to come to all of your Oh, yes. No, I remember when you did the accordion pockets. And I did them with you. Because I have it in my idea book. It's like one of the only things I have in my idea book. Pam are you still doing idea books on Saturdays, Pam? So when the Ginger Cat Lady does an idea book idea on Saturday night at the beginning of her live, she does idea book ideas. Ah, yes. Because of Mass Make March. Okay. Well, I know that Seven Plaza just did one with a cover on it. And then I think she just did it. Did she just put one out? And I was looking at the one on, I was just looking at the pictures that Jenny had posted that she had posted on Discord. Yeah. So if you do it right, you can do it from one page and it's already partially assembled. So this is going to be a pocket and that'll be glued. And then that's already a pocket. And you're going to glue this. And you have to make a cut here. That's the only thing. So then yes, a pocket, a cut, a pocket. We need to glue these down. On both the sides, long ways. And then I think where's my sample? I mean, I can see how you have to do it. I'm just trying to figure out if there's an easier way. So we'll glue right down the middle there, right? Because that's going to make it be that like in between part where it accordions. And we'll glue it here. And then we'll glue this one. And then we have to cut, but then we're going to have to glue. Cut and glue, cut and glue. Okay. And so then that just kind of, if you glue it, then it holds all these together. So then we have to glue this back closed, which kind of seems a little bit counterintuitive why we're cutting, but anyway, yes. And you glue that. And we're going to glue this one. I think there are a lot of ways to do it. With envelopes. I will have to look and see what she did. Okay. There's one. And there is that one. And I did not do it right because we're supposed to have 4 pockets and we only have 3. Which I think is okay, but you should definitely try this again. We'll try one more time. Let's try one more time. I think I did it not correct. You should try it with a dictionary page. I have some dictionary pages and they're just bigger. Only because if you make a matchbook, like, I'll have to go back. Did you make a short video about your book and did you fill it with things? Because if it's a matchbook and it's got accordion pockets in it, what are you going to put in the little tiny pockets inside the matchbook? That's kind of the next fun thing, is figuring out what kind of things you can put in there. I'm going to do it with this one just because it's a big page. And it's thin. So I think it'll work well. If I can get a page out. Good night, Carrie. Go feed that starving kitty. Thank you so much for coming. Don't forget to come back at 9 Central Time next week for the giveaway. Well, that's nice. Okay. Let's see if I can figure this out. I know that it works. If you fold it in half, that makes the bottom, so you don't have to worry about having a bottom. And then you fold it in half this way. And then you just fold this way. Okay. And then turn it over and do the same thing. Okay. So that has to be a pocket. So you have to just have to glue that one thing shut on that side and on the other side. So we did that. So basically, you take your book page, you just glue both sides shut. Okay. And then these are also pockets. And I cut those last time, and I don't think I should have. I think the only thing then you have to cut should be right here. So you're going to cut just down the middle, right? Because that in the middle will be, yeah. Okay. Still not entirely sure why. So this is easy. You just have to fold it in half, fold it in hot dog way, and then hamburger way, and then fold the edges back. So you've got that, right? And this is just like you're making a zine almost. Okay. And then you just have to put glue the ends shut. And then you just have to run a bead of glue like in the middle of like this half and the middle of this half. Glue that together, and then you just have to cut this piece. Well, I guess then you have to put glue in there. So probably I'm going to say the easiest way to do this is probably just to cut this right now. Okay, so you take that, if you cut this now, okay, then you can you have your two halves and you'll just glue them back together, right? So you can go run your glue and glue. Well, we still have to cut there. You still have to cut that one. That's what I thought. Because I thought we could get away with like, hold on, okay, new page. It's not like we're going to run out of dictionary pages. Okay. New page. Maybe I should get a couple. Because I thought I had it, right? Ooh, the Gibson girl. Okay. Okay. So that one has to be a pocket and that one has to be cut. So you are going to have to like cut it here. I don't know why I thought on the other one that I wasn't going to. I think the thing is you just have to cut them all. So I think this is actually right. I'm trying to simplify it as much as possible. But like that should be a pocket and then that will be glued together. And then that's a pocket that's glued together. That's a pocket. So you are going to have to make the 3 cuts. So it was right on the first one. I'm just not sure how I lost one of the pockets, I guess. Because I only wound up with 3 pockets because things got glued together, which is what happens. I don't want to cut them. Okay. Anyway, that's what you have to do. So let's try and cut all 4. Cut all 4 folds. I tried to avoid it, but I don't think you can. Because eventually you're going to have to cut it anyway. And then glue it back together. Okay. 1 page. You can do it out of smaller pages. You can do it out of larger pages, obviously. Okay. These are getting actually to be decent sized pockets. All right. And then assemble. My goodness, I can't see that at all if it's sitting on top of there. Glue there. Oh, I guess we can glue that down. Oh, here, look, we found the Giant's Causeway. That's in Ireland. So, again, happy St. Patrick's Day. The Giant's Causeway is cool. It's like all these, it's on the beach, and it's all these stones that are out on the beach, and they've been worn away to look like these giant stepping stones. It is pretty cool. I have not been there. It's like way up in Northern Ireland. Okay. I am going to have about 1,000 accordion pockets lying around while I try to figure out how to do this. Okay. And I saved this one. This will be the top, and it'll have this. The only thing is like this one doesn't have any folded ones. And the one that I made the other day had, like, I kept these folds. But the bottom isn't done. Because if you're putting it in the matchbook, it can be like open. But well, how did I do this? Now I don't know. This should work too. Okay. It's just more gluing than intended. I'm going to have to try this one more time. So there you go. I got it. We did get it to work. And this one, I can put this into a journal, and I mean, the bottom is already pre-closed because it's already folded that way. But this one I made, and I definitely didn't close the bottom, and I definitely did keep the folds. This is what happens if you get up in the middle of the morning and try and figure this out, because that's folded, and that's folded, and this is folded, and this is folded. And I wonder if I turned this one the other way, which is what it looks like I did, because the writing's not sideways. Maybe I used 2 different pages. Okay. One more try. I think I know what I must have done. Because it's what I must have done. Very much. I'm tired of each. Let's do something else. Broccoli. You like broccoli? Let's do broccoli. Broccoli. This has probably already been figured out. There's probably a video in my to-do list that is exactly this. And probably says, fold it this way, fold it that way. Cut here, do this. Okay. This is going to be, a ridiculously long, tall accordion pocket. I want to keep the picture of the broccoli. There's a dinosaur on the other side. I could have tried to keep the picture of the dinosaur, but I'm going to try and keep the picture of the broccoli. And as promised, this is going to be a ridiculously long and tall. Okay. So the idea here is that if we cut the bottom, do we need to cut the bottom? It doesn't seem like we do. Oh my gosh, what is wrong? Why is this not working right? Yeah, I don't think I should be able to glue here, cut right here, and keep this. No. You can't keep that. Well, I did. So then the question is, what did we do? So it's what we must have done. We tried that. Anyway, I don't know what I did. Because I must have cut this like on the bottom. Because it's still like this. One, two, three, four. The fewest number of So this is, let's see. Okay. Well, I do not remember what I did to get this to work. Which is kind of crazy. You can do it. I just can't optimize it. Because the thing is like, I'm going to have to cut this I mean, maybe this is what I did. I don't know. But then I have to cut those. Like that. Do that. So there's that one. And it has a dinosaur on one side and a broccoli on the other. Okay. And it does have from one page. And this is a very tall one. You could fold it from 2 pages and make it wider. Check it out. In case you have a tall, skinny space that needs something very bulky, there you go. And I think it would be really cool. Because I always have like 1-inch strips of like scrapbooking paper. I'm thinking, like I was saying, like if you put some like little tiny butterfly die cuts or whatever on here, and you could pull them out and they'd be just like cool little decorations. Plus I get to use up my long skinny strips of stuff. Hi, Lucia. How are you? Welcome, welcome. I will have to think about it, Debbie, because it should be. But the problem is that I'm getting to a point where like you have to cut to get the like pages to separate. And I might not be folding it right, and that may very well be the problem. But in order to get this like space in between for them to come out like that, you've got to cut there, because if you don't, and then you have to wind up gluing like all the sides because you've cut the folds. Oh. Haha. Well, I have glue and I have scissors and I have lots of book pages. All right, Pam, you're going to have to show us how you did this. I was thinking if you fold it, did you fold it like back and forth? Because I'm folding it. Well, I guess I'm folding it back and forth too. So that doesn't make sense. Aha. Okay. One more try. Folding it into thirds, hot dog style. Okay. So the edges overlap. Like that. So it's not quite over the fold in the middle, the other fold. Or the other way. So the edges are like longer. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. So they go the like, and you want them to overlap a little bit. Okay. Like that. Okay. So glue those together. Like that. Okay. All right. And then what? Then we're going to fold this way. Okay. I feel like we wanted to fold those the other way. So let's just fold them the other way. So we don't have that seam. Okay. Good night, Tammy. Woohoo! Spring break. Okay. So now we basically have it, right? And we only have to cut here and then glue together. Okay. That works. I see it. All right. Pam figures it out. She wins the prize for the night. Thank you, Pam. Okay. Now you can turn things around, of course, to accommodate your, if I use that side, then it's upside down. But if I put it this way, then it's right side up. Brilliant. Cool. Okay. See, and that's nice because then your pockets are like nice and full and they don't have, like, if you glue them shut, then you lose kind of like some of the space in your pocket. So that is a really cool way to do that. Thank you, Pam. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. The pockets are wonky. Like, these ones aren't bad, but this one only has like the one, like, well, that one's like really wonky because the pocket's like, I don't know what I did on this one. I can see where the pocket is supposed to be, but it's not. Anyway, woo! Don't do it that way. But I did do this one. But yeah, I like this way the best. And I would not have thought to have folded it like in thirds like that. Ta-da! You could probably almost just put a cover on this and then have it be like a book. Okay. That's cool. I still like my tall, thick, skinny one. I still like the tall, skinny one for my paper strips because I need a place for them to live. Because I have lots and I need to organize them. Or just get rid of them and put them into books. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Is have pockets full of long, skinny strips. Thank you, Pam. Okay. Thank you for coming, everybody. I am going to get off of here because it's getting to be 10 o'clock. But I am going to do a giveaway of 500. Thank you for everybody who's here. Thank you for everybody who's hanging out in the out there. And thank you for everybody who's been so supportive and helped me to get to 500 and hangs out. And thank you for coming tonight. It's been fun. And next week I'm going to finish. So I'll probably finish making pockets and whatnot in here and do more decorating in here for my altered book play along with YouTube. And then at 9 o'clock, we'll do a giveaway. Thank you, Denise. Yes. So I'm going to get off of here and head over to Juju's for After Dark party with Juju. And yeah. So thanks so much. Happy to have you all. And until next time, stitch scrappily and scrap happily. Bye. Thank you, Legia. Yeah, I'm super excited. Debbie Epps said that she'd donate a collage book to give away. So I'm going to give that away at 9 o'clock CST next week. So come by. And also probably I'm going to give away a journal that I made. So it'll be awesome. Yes, thank you, thank you. And I will see you next week. I've lost the mouse.